Hi Gloria, I'm glad you've come to see me. Tell me about your life since you've been here at the university.
I really like my program, and everyone has been really helpful to me, especially since my husband and kids arrived in the U.S. It was very hard on me because none of them spoke English.
I know you've missed your family a lot, but that time must have been tough for you.
Yes, they all needed me at the time. My kids, their English is much better because they're here in school, but my husband just stays in the apartment because of his nerves. But I'm here to talk about other problems that I have. Recently, my youngest daughter had a seizure. I heard a noise in her room, and when I checked on her, she was turning blue. The ambulance came and took her to the hospital, but it was a fake. The doctor, he says that it was a reaction to the changes, the move from my country and leaving my family and her friends. She's doing fine now, but the fake was an expensive fake. I'm still paying for it. Then, a week later, the kids were playing in the apartment, running around, and they have to play inside here because of the cold weather. And I don't know how it happened, but the door locked on my daughter's fingers. I took her to the hospital, and the doctors had to do surgery. It cost me $8,000 because the insurance for my husband's company doesn't cover children in this company.
Wow, wondering how you're going to pay for all this must be a big concern for you.
Yes, it is. And I'm worried about my family, too. In Puerto Rico, the family is everything. My parents, uncles, brothers, and sisters are all as important as my children. But here in the U.S., there's a different way of looking at it. It's hard because my mother doesn't have many years to live, and I don't have many years left to share with her.
Adding to your concerns about money is feeling so torn about your responsibility to your children and your mother. That must be terribly difficult for you.
Yes, I feel guilty no matter how I think about it. On top of that, I'm angry at my children. They could be 4.0 students, but because of their boyfriends, friends, and playing, they are not really studying and bringing home the grades that they need. Since we came here, they have changed so much. The culture has changed them a lot. For example, in my country, no matter how old you are, you respect your parents and do what they tell you to while you live at home. But then, once you get married, you still have to respect them, but you have your own life too. But while you're here, still living at home, you respect everything that they tell you. My oldest daughter does not do this. She's with her boyfriend all of the time and comes home late. The other day I told her, that is it. You either follow the rule or I'm going to come and beat you. And while you live at home, you are still young. No matter if you're 20 years old, you are not old enough to do whatever you feel like doing.
The change in your children is very disturbing.
My other daughter talks back to me. In my country, kids don't do that. For the first time, I gave her a big beating because of that. She doesn't answer me back anymore. And my younger son used to stay at home and study, but now he wants to be outside playing all the time, staying in other people's houses, friends' houses. I'm trying to give them the values from Puerto Rico, but it's like those morals are not valid anymore for them. Sex is also a big problem. My daughter has friends her age having sex, and she asked me the other day how to avoid babies. I told her sex is a mistake. If you do it, don't let me know because I'll beat you. In Puerto Rico, girls stay virgins until they are married, but it's hard here because my daughters see all the other girls having free sex.
So it sounds like you're concerned that your kids don't respect the values from Puerto Rico and you believe those are good values.
Yes, and that's why I want to move after I finish my degree. I'm going to get more strict with them, I really am. I thought giving them freedom would be good for them, but I'm not going to permit that once we move, and I've already told them.
Well, let me make sure I understand what's going on. Since your family arrived, you faced a number of problems. One is about money and paying your bills. The second is what you think you should be doing for your family in Puerto Rico and your family here. Finally, you are concerned about the behavior of your children and the changes you see in them. Which one would you like to tackle first?